So, how was the Buffalo crowd? How was the NBA Youngboy crowd? How was that entire day? We were gonna film on. Well, I wanted to film on Monday, but I was understanding because I also didn't have like the. I still had. I know I was off, but it was raining and shit.
So the game was Sunday, obviously, and I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it was Friday was Tate McRae.
Oh shit! Oh yeah. That's right.
Saturday was Laney Wilson, and then Sunday was NBA Youngboy. But the Bills people, they got into town what felt like Thursday and or Friday.
Long weekend. I mean,
And
might as well. If
so-
you're gonna come all the way down here, you might as well spend Spend
Exactly.
your weekend here.
And it's like, Charlotte's like New York transplant central, so it's like people seeing their families and stuff.
Mm.
So it's like bringing a lot of people. But like a normal day, not normal, but like average, because we open at 4, close at 2, so pretty, decent hours stretch open. Normal day, 5 o'clock. People from like Wells upstairs start coming in. Might have like a
that's
happy
right.
hour party of like 50 in the back, and then people come in for dinner and stuff. So like the tables are full too, and we have like an outdoor patio where people can hang out with chairs and tables and the bar outside. And then around like maybe 9 or 8, it'll die down. The bartenders are able to like go get food, kind of chill for a second. And then like maybe like 10 or 11, all the other service industry people get off, so they come to our bar to kind of chill out after work. So shooting the shit with them, trading stories. And then it's 2 o'clock we close, finish, leave at 3. Usually like pretty. I don't know. It's never too crazy.
Yeah. Even on the weekends, it's never like
The weekends are not as busy.
really
during the
Oh, I
week.
guess that makes sense. Like corporate America is usually.
Yeah, and we have we're next to like 4 hotels, so we get a lot of like conferences. So it's like pretty chill. Like corporate people, like they drink a lot when they're on their conferences and stuff, but it's like they're still with their work people.
Yeah. They're not gonna get like. 15.
Some do. Like
Oh, yeah.
last night, a lady got left behind in the bathroom, and we found her after we closed.
Dang, like dead.
She just like thought she was at her hotel. She was like going up and down in the elevator, which is like the parking garage, and but it's the Wells Fargo building. So our manager and another girl like walked her to her hotel down
That's
the street.
crazy.
It's
a good
so it's
night.
like some people do, but it's not like
It's Wednesday
That's like-
night.
yeah. It's like
It's just-
that's like the off. And most people are pretty chill. Like
Yeah.
the guy, it was an open bar for everybody last night. Like 60 people came in at like 1 or 12, and their autograph was like $200. And he was drunk, so he tipped $260 on top because he didn't see the grat. So it's pretty funny.
That's pretty sweet.
But yeah, so I would say Friday, Saturday were pretty much the same, in which we open at 4. The whole place filled up by 5, and it was busy until like 2 o'clock. So just pounding
On
fucking-
Friday. So not
Friday,
we're
Saturday.
We're 2 days out, 1 day out.
This is Friday, and Saturday was worse, but it was basically the same.
Yeah.
Just pounding, making drinks for 9 hours in a row.
Yeah.
A lot of beer. Like one of my thumbs is like raw from just opening the
learn how to,
bottle
like,
caps.
How all like the girl bartenders do it with the bottle
Yeah,
opener.
they do like, but it's
They'll break their nails.
only the hard ones are Miller Lite, Miller High Life, like Coors, Bud Light. They're like those are like so loose you barely have to like. But
Really?
Miller is like 50-50. It could either be like super glued on, or it's like super loose. And they're surprisingly, all of them were drinking Miller. I thought that was interesting.
Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the closest. That's like the darkest light beer, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, so if you're
So I don't know. That was an
Yeah.
observation. Or like Tito's soda.
the classics.
Fucking green tea shots. Fireball. Fire and ice shot. Have you ever had one of those?
No, what's
It's
that?
Fireball and Rumplemints.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna get you that at Billiards.
Cinnamon and
I'm gonna
peppermint.
repay my debt by getting.
But it
you
was like
3 of those, and then that's so
they got
cool.
there at 5, 6 o'clock. You know, by 12, they've been there for 6 hours. Because this is like vacation. You know, they don't have it's either this or the hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't have anything to do until Sunday. So like I had to kick out this one guy because he's sleeping, like head on the bar, and I was like, "Wake up!" And he got up. I told him like 3 times, and I was like, "So it's not. I don't want to kick people out because it's just like a problem." And they're like, "Don't want to go." And
Kills the mood too. Watching somebody get dragged out, everybody's like excited to watch it, and then you're like, "Oh wait, I'm actually." What was I talking about? Like, oh, I'm really drunk now, or I'm really bored, you know?
Yeah, and then people are hyped. They're like, well, yeah, let's kick him out. So yeah, I had to kick out that guy. He didn't want to go. And he was like, me and my manager were like pushing him out. And he's like, whoa, what are you guys, butt buddies? We're like, yeah, just fucking get the fuck out.
It's the best.
And he's like, you guys never told me to wake up. I was like, yeah, because you don't remember because you were sleeping.
Yeah.
And then another...
You never told me to wake up. Have you ever, like, it just makes me think of, like, getting woken up for school or something. Your mom, like, busts in your room, like, she's like, it's time. You're like, oh, it's like,
no, it was like...
And then and then she, like, drags you into the school bus. No, yeah, but I was saying, like, getting dragged into the school bus and be like, you never told me to wake up.
And then the craziest part was Saturday. Because, like, you know, your average bar, you order a drink. Oh, do you want to start a tab or close out? Mm-hmm. Start a tab, take your card, swipe it, we give it back. And this, I was after the Lainey Wilson concert. A group came by, 2 couples, and one of them ordered a sandwich, fries, no drinks or anything. And I wasn't the one taking care of them, but then, you know, they're closing out, and I just hear like, oh, they fucked up. Like, they fucked up. They were supposed to take our card. Now we're going to get this for free. And I'm like, no, like, yeah, we're supposed to start a tab, but, like, that still doesn't mean you just get it
to a
for
restaurant,
free.
they don't ask you for your card first.
We
we finessed the system. I mean, you could just leave, I guess. But
and
so
the girl... Then the girl in the couple was like, no, like, I'll pay it. Like, how much is it? And the guy grabs her by her mouth, covers her mouth. Damn. But she had gotten the words out, so the other girl bartender found the tab, and she's like, here's your receipt. Like, how do you want to pay? And the guy's like, fuck no, we're not paying. You guys fucked up. And she's like trying to give the card, and the guy's like prying her fingers open to get the card away.
Dude, how much was this tab? Like $40?
Like $15.
$50 just for the burger? And he's just like, nah, we finessed it, dude.
But, you know, eventually, again, like, she got the card to the bartender.
Yeah.
But it was just like weird.
That's
obviously.
crazy. That's crazy logic.
So they pay, and he's like, no, don't sign it. And we're like, bro, you're being like weird. And he's like, no, you guys are just fucking stupid bartenders. Probably dude. Like
let me I gotta take a piss for this because I'm gonna get charged off and I really want to pee before I'm not even a bartender.
So it's like, I think where we left off. I'm not even in the picture at this
point.
So
this guy called you a stupid bartender or something?
And then yeah, but this is like to the girl, and I'm like overhearing it, and He's like still freaking. He's like, you're just fucking stupid bartender. You probably like voted for Kamala, and this is like a Hispanic man, Hispanic couple, and I'm like walking over. I'm like, bro, like, you gotta chill out. And she's like, yeah, I've already told him to leave like 3 times. He's like, shut the fuck up, you stupid. Beep. I was like, whoa. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? I was like, bro, get the fuck out. I was like, you can't do that.
Valid.
He was like, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. And I was like, yeah, but you're going to leave no matter what. He's like, no, I'm not. I was like, bye. His girlfriend's like, let's go. I'm like, yeah. Girlfriend's like, let's go. Bye. And he's like,
oh, man, that's triggering. It's like your girl saying you got to go.
Yeah, you see him tense up. He picks up a stool, outdoor bar stool, and like fake chucks it. And I was like, bye. Like, oh, man. You're not even real enough to like
Yeah, not
You're
a
not-
real enough. I mean, he can't afford a $15 sandwich.
He's
You
like
think he's gonna
that mad,
afford,
but not that mad.
like a vandalism charge.
And then he broke one of our signs that was like already broken.
nah.
And my man, we tell our manager, and he like runs out there and apprehends like the wrong guy.
Even better. We definitely can't disclose where this is, but that's pretty
And
funny.
and then we see like the guy across the street because he like ran the wrong way, and he's like going the opposite way to his hotel, like flicking us off. We're like,
That's the kind of like kicking out a guy is different. That's entertainment. Like you got like levels
and
to it.
everyone's like, we did not know who that is. Like we just met him at the concert, like the couple. And we're like, do you know his name so we can like I don't know, try and find him to like, try and press charges to fix our shit. And they were like, I think his name's Eisenhower. We're like, definitely not his fucking name.
Yeah, you
so
know,
we have no idea who.
Hispanic guy named Eisenhower. I mean, it's possible.
He didn't come back.
Yeah, no shit.
The next day, I was thinking he was gonna come back and like shoot us up or something.
Nah, it's not.
He was like freaking tweaker mad. But then
That's hilarious.
and then Saturday the Bills won, or Sunday the Bills won, and I went in at 4. The game ended 4:30. So I was expecting like fucking same shit.
Chaos. Tables broken everywhere.
So it was like pretty fucking packed again. Like, and they're already fucking drunk, and so they're getting drunker. And there's like a group of guys that came like every day, so it was funny seeing them fucking going crazy because they're like, it's like King of the Hill, like they're fucking old men, but they're like just fucking slamming beers.
Yeah.
But it was like by 10, everyone like pretty much had gone. Most part, like I was still like kind of busy, but like not like nothing crazy because I guess everyone gotta go home and like
It's a long day. You start drinking at like probably 11 a.m. if you're a Bills fan. You you just drink and
it was, like,
tailgate like
piss
off.
pouring rain, freezing.
Yeah. That's all you can do. It's a rainy game day, and you're in the city where your team plays. What else are you gonna? You wake up, you don't want to leave your house and get brunch. You're gonna go drink.
Yeah, because of like all the shit.
Or get brunch and get wasted at brunch and go to a bar and watch the game or go to the game.
Yeah, because all the games and concerts that weekend we implemented after 10 p.m. Also after concert sporting event, automatic 20%. So that was like kind of like a quick hustle because like fucking drunk people don't notice that.
Yeah.
Even though it fucking says in bold letters.
Yeah, most bars do say that. Like I remember
We had like signs posted.
There's like one of the local bars, Lost and Found now. What's it called?
I don't know.
Whatever it is, but they switched from like the gratuity on the screen. 'Cause I remember I was like checking out. I'm like, the bill's $30. I ordered 3 drinks, $30. I'm like 67 cents. I'm like, what? I'm finessing, and I was like, oh no, below it is the actual gratuity, or you like over tip because you like you said, you don't realize.
And then like Sunday that night was NBA Youngboy, but I think like it was just like fucking piss pouring rain and
Nobody wanted to it probably ended
like
late.
big group. Some people, maybe like 15 people came in, but like a group of 8 out of that just sat there and didn't order anything.
Just hung out. That's valid. I mean, it's right down the street.
I think a lot of them were just not 21, that went.
Yeah. He is young. Like his fan base is young. He's young. His fan base is young. It's another one of those I never understood, but
I imagine everyone said it was fucking sick.
it's sold out. Like
I would never go.
Aaliyah's brother in England, he's an NBA fan, and he sent her a clip of the Charlotte show, and it was like wild. Like, good for him.
He went?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
He just sent like
I was about to
a
say.
British page posted a clip of the Charlotte show of the NBA concert. So he hit their algorithm, like how lit it was. Yeah.
Bills 40-9 wasn't really like ever close.
I genuinely wanted that game to, like just something.
It was just the James Cook show. Like 65-yard touchdown. I think
he averaged like 11 yards a carry.
It was 216 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground, which is like, I think it's the most top game in a while.
Yeah.
Him, Saquon, Jonathan Taylor, like the only guys doing
Rico
that
Dowdle.
right now. Yeah, Dowdle. Well, Dowdle didn't do it all on the ground.
No, he had like that the one where he had like 250 scrimmage yards, he had over 200 rushing.
Let me see. That was at the Cowboys game, I think. Yeah, he had 183, but like still like that's really good.
No.
Andy Dalton started. He had some fucking crazy plays.
I didn't get to watch this game, and all I would see the text is just like
At
he's
one
a
point,
geriatric.
He's
like,
rolling
just,
right. And he's showing open. There's like decent field of grass, so he's gonna scramble. But Greg Rousseau, 6'7", defensive end, so he's like lean too. I don't know why he thought he could outrun him, just so I can chop the ball out, fumble. Bills go score.
I saw it was like 2 lost fumbles and a pick.
He went to do a screen pass, and the defensive end, J.J. Watt, picked it off, ran it to the 1 yard line.
J.J. Watt?
Yeah, you remember how J.J. Watt used to do that?
Oh, you're saying J.J. Watt. I was like...
Yeah, he's like, he just didn't rush the passer, just jumped and caught the... it was just like... Bryce Young must be the best player in the NFL if that's how the Panthers look with that.
And the thing is I was explaining to somebody, and it was like the soft benching thing that was mentioned is like, yeah, he has a high ankle sprain.
Which is like
high ankle sprain, you are in a boot. You're in a
Yeah.
boot. You don't practice. Bryce practice. You don't warm up on the field in cleats. You don't you're in a boot. High ankle sprain's bad. Like low is like a typical high ankle sprain is like. Yeah,
6
it's
weeks.
it's significant damage. Cause I mean, just like think about it. To be qualified as a
Yeah.
high ankle sprain, it's got to be like it's got
I
to affect all of this. So
sprained
like,
my ankle at the Y that one
and-
time, and I fucking cried.
yeah, I remember my ankle that one time, that lifetime. But what's it called? But Bryce, fine, no boot, nothing. It was just like they designated he was.
He's gonna be
injured.
back this week.
Yeah, it was soft benching, which is stupid because it's like
I don't know.
Andy Dalton. I mean, like
And I
just
think
might as well write it out. What do
you
you think?
saw it with Kirk Cousins too. Like these old guys are not. They're not as good as they once were.
Yeah, but it's also like it's a combination of probably you have Kirk Cousins especially. You haven't really played like real football. You haven't
played
played real
last year.
football. It's like this year. Like you're basically a year
But
out.
usually
You're
like, the
almost
backups are usually come in and do good. You know.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're old, you're not like used to like it's all reflex and physical ability. In the end, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you come
Yeah.
in and you're like stiff,
Yeah.
even if you're like different as a backup, obviously they have to change their game plan and everything. But if you're Andy Dalton's different, I think he's just bad.
Well, he's just
I think he
done,
might
yeah,
just be.
he's
But like Kirk coming in, I think it's
Yeah, they look bad too.
Yeah.
Bijan had a fumble.
46 yards.
His easily worst game of the year.
Yeah, let's hope he bounces back.
And the Dolphins are not good. If you told me that the Dolphins were gonna shut out Bijan, I would have called you crazy. Because the Dolphins notoriously horrible run D.
You know what happened?
Kirk Cousins.
Two negatives equals a positive. Two a CTE and one eye equals two a plays well.
Yeah,
and HM plays well.
First good game in a while. 34 points for the Dolphins.
Yeah. They just didn't stop. I don't. How many times did they even get? Like I think they scored in like borderline
2
every
of 4
possession.
touchdowns.
HM balled.
HN, he's always gonna get.
Waddle got his you got to see Waddle's speed again. Like it was nice. It was a good game if you're a fantasy owner. Nobody really gives a fuck about that game.
Well, Drake London was out too.
Yeah.
That obviously goes into it. I guess they didn't have to worry about the pass as much, so just worry about the run D. Speaking of D, there's no defense whatsoever in the Bengals Jets game. Game for the ages, low key.
Yeah, I missed that one.
39 to 38.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting ready for work as it was winding down. I think it was 31-16 at one point in the third. They weren't even showing it on Red Zone anymore just because, Fields sucks kind of. And
Yeah.
they was up so much. And Joe Flacco and Chase Brown and Samaje Perine, they were cooking. But yeah, Breece Hall threw a touchdown to Mason Taylor. He ran one in himself. I think he ran 2 in. And this is coming off Woody Johnson, the Jets owner, saying Fields is like the worst quarterback and no wonder we aren't winning games. And he actually had a really good performance. I don't think he had any really turnovers.
It's like the Steelers game, kind of. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those. I think the Jets. I'm surprised. I've been saying this.
And they
Anybody
didn't have Garrett Wilson either
no Garrett Wilson.
in that game. Huge.
Give me one second. I'm gonna make sure it's recording. You keep going. I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, yeah, no Garrett Wilson. Their top receiver was Tyler Johnson. Random ass wide receiver.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't really have anything to say about that game. It's just like another fucking.
It was just cool to see Fields in the post game. They were like, because obviously he saw what the owner said, and they were like, "How did that make you feel?" And he was, "I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna be open." After I saw that, I just went into my closet and cried, because it's like that's like the guy that pays your paycheck.
It's also the guy that's responsible for like potentially you advancing your career somewhere there or somewhere else. So it's like,
so yeah, the owners are sketchy. They blackball guys all the time. Tell them not to sign each other. So it was just a good redemption moment. Not to say that the Jets are going to do anything. It looks like Breece Hall might be on the move soon. He posted some cryptic stuff this weekend. I don't know where he could go. Like, people always say the Chiefs, but
it's like Cardinals,
but it's like, why would the Cardinals trade?
I don't see. Yeah, I don't know.
People are saying
I think there's not enough headlines right now.
The Patriots need a running back. They're making calls, which is crazy after drafting Travion Henderson in like the 3rd round, because he's like was super awesome in college. And Ramondre is like, he's okay, but
they've kind of given up on him. I feel like it's a fumbling and confidence go hand in hand. Like
Ramondre fumbles all the time, and they love him.
Yeah, that's why. But now they don't love him. So now he's like, when he does get the ball, he like gets like half the carries, and they're terrible. So
it's interesting. We'll see what happens. I believe the trade deadline's coming up. If not this week, then the next. Hasn't been really any crazy trades this year so far.
I don't see anything.
People think
happening.
The Bills should make a move. Like I said, the Patriots are making calls. Patriots are actually trading guys away. I don't know if you saw. They traded Keon White and Kyler Duggar, both defensive players picked up late round, day 3 picks for a team contending. It's kind of interesting to trade away guys rather than go for certain pieces. But maybe they're gearing up.
Drake May Supermax.
Yeah, maybe they're gearing up to make a deal. That's why they're collecting these picks. But yeah, there's some more injuries you got to talk about, sadly. Rip Scat Pack, Scatabo out for the year. Not as bad as an injury as it could have been, but it was just gnarly to look at on the field and on the camera. He's just like holding his calf, and it's just like.
He tried to stand up. He was like, "I'm gonna get back up," and then it's like his foot sideways.
Yeah, like it was like held together by the sock, basically.
I feel like those don't really like end careers though. Like it's not.
No.
He's not gonna lose explosiveness or anything.
Dislocated ankle and broken tibia, I think.
Yeah, that'll heal.
And so it's not like an ACL or knee where it changes your, like you said, your lateral quickness, explosiveness. It's just a rehab, and he'll be back probably middle of the season next year.
Yeah.
Sad, but at least it's like, his rookie year, so better than now than, when he's like 33.
Especially for the Giants. I mean, it's all the energy that every social media had where it's like he's just going to break his brain. It's like, nah, he broke his ankle.
That is not the injury we thought he was going to get. Tracy, I bet you're happy if you picked him up on waivers in your fantasy league. He should, fill in pretty nicely, especially as they're like losing games. He's a good, PPR.
Who's their starter?
Tracy.
Who was the guy?
Scatabo.
Before? Who was the guy before? Scatabo was not their starter.
It was Tracy, and then Tracy got hurt. And then Scatabo took over, and now Tracy's back.
Didn't they have like Gibson or something? Like I thought they
have like Singletary, but he's not their starter.
That's who I was thinking. Okay,
he's just like kind of old now.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
And Saquon, something with his groin. Pause. He left the game early.
What about it?
And Tank Bigsby went off 100 yards rushing after Saquon had like 150 in the same game. Eagles luckily on a bye week this week, so Tank Bigsby is like a speculative ad just in case, but all reports are saying Saquon's going to be fine.
It's tough. I mean, he could have just soft benched himself in that scenario.
Just like a precautionary.
Yeah, just like felt a tug, maybe sat out. But like I don't know if I would rather take somebody getting like a maybe a fracture or something where you can like just how to rehab it.
Like
It's
a
gonna
hammy?
heal. You just like feed them like HGH or whatever they give of players where they like heal within 2 weeks, versus a hammy or like
Hammy's the worst.
abdominal, like anything that's or
Yeah, we just
just
saw Lamar
muscle
miss out.
pulling. Yeah, it's just tough.
Mike Evans was gone for a while.
Rip Mike Evans.
Yeah, Mike Evans is a sad one, especially this late in his career.
Well, he's a Hall of Famer.
I don't know. It's gonna be close.
It's just nobody else has done what he's done, right? Nobody's had.
But yeah,
was it like
1,000 yards is like
10
pretty low bar.
But consistency is just and not this is
Last year was
like something
hype,
like
though.
this should have happened, but like way at some point in the career.
Yeah, I don't know how the Saints let him get
And he's a
whatever
ring.
he needed in the last game, because they were like literally feeding him. It's like the one, like, I don't know. I get
It's the Brett Favre sack. It's like whatever.
no, that's stupid.
I don't approve of it, but it's just a part of the thing. It's like they're gonna let it happen because it's just. What do you have to gain versus what the other guy has to gain if you just
Yeah.
It's like the amount of like the legacy and probably
Effort.
some kind of incentives too. It's like the Gronk, the
Yeah,
pass from
exactly.
Tom Brady to Gronk. Like probably you don't have to let it happen, but you just like
You don't know when it's gonna hit you.
you're not gonna. But
Yeah, the Broncos. Talk about the Broncos for a second. Last week, we talked about them because they had the miraculous comeback versus the Giants, down huge in the fourth. And I was sitting here talking about how I wasn't buying. It was a little fluky, but they definitely made me eat my words. Destroyed the Cowboys. J.K. Dobbins fantasy managers like myself pretty frustrated still, even though it was a huge game from him, like 100 yards, still no touchdowns. R.J. Harvey had 3 touchdowns as a backup running back on like
it's always
8
fun to
touches.
watch. I gotta understand, like, the call that they make where it's like, all right, this guy's rushing for like 10 yards a carry. We're gonna go the 1 yard line.
Yeah,
Just
bringing the backup.
just a different guy for
It's
whatever
so
reason,
annoying.
and it's every time.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins down at the 1. I'm like, surely they'll just give it back to him. Now bringing R.J. Harvey.
Because they're not going to guess that we're going to run it because we swapped out one guy in the entire formation. We swapped out the running back, but it
like
works,
literally
but clearly it's going to work
everyone else
anyway.
scored but J.K. It was like Troy Franklin had 2. R.J. Harvey had 3, I think. Sutton, I think, had 1. Pat Bryant scored, I believe. So J.K. Dobbins managers, it's hard. It's really hard. Hard life. Don't recommend it at the moment. We're back. But yeah, bludgeoning 44-24 by the Broncos on the Cowboys. It was funny because it was coming off a week where it looked like, well, obviously the Broncos came back, but they had to come back versus the Giants. And then the Cowboys, they had a really good showing in the previous week versus the Commanders. So it was looking like, one was trending up, kind of trending more up, and then, total flip-flop of the narrative. I think it's just Cowboys D is not as good as the Broncos D. Well, obviously Broncos one of the best Ds. But it was like a compliment of like the Broncos D one of the best, and the Cowboys offenses were one of the best coming into that week. But yeah, there's total domination. Surtain went out with an injury. He's gonna miss a couple weeks, maybe a few even. But yeah, Dak didn't look great. I don't think you said you got to catch that one, but it was an interesting game to watch.
Yeah, I did miss it.
I'm not sure what to do if J.K. Dobbins at this point. He gets like 100 yards every game, just doesn't get the touchdown.
Yeah, you just gotta wait for him to get like a breakout, like Jonathan Taylor-esque.
I don't know. It's
like
weird.
just like a 60-yarder just loose, and then you're like, all right, it's a touchdown, and then they're probably not gonna give it to him again. But
and now we can get to the game of the week. I think there's some decent matchups throughout the week and on Sunday, but I think everyone was looking forward to the rematch, Rodgers versus the Packers for the first time in his career. And it's like, one of those opportunities you don't know if he's going to be able to play the Packers again and like get the win.
yeah, it's the only team he hasn't beat in
Is
his
it?
entire career. Yeah,
So yeah, that's like one of the things. Like
because he played for them.
I don't think everyone. I didn't know if he beat every other team.
Yeah,
though.
he did. He's that was the last one on his.
And that's like a
list.
pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily something that you have to have in your career, but definitely like cool to say you beat. Like as a grandpa, like I beat every NFL team.
Yeah, I think the only guy that's probably not gonna do that is like Mahomes, because they're gonna like re-sign him to another like $1 billion 10-year, and then he's gonna retire.
Yeah, I remember when Manning did it, and I know Favre I think did it too.
Yeah, he did. When he was in the Vikings.
And it was coming. It was looking like that Rodgers was gonna do it the first half. It was a weird first half where a lot of field goals, some field goal misses. Kind of like literally every time I looked at the TV, it was
McManus just
kick
wasn't great.
or punt.
Yeah, it was like everything.
Boswell was hitting bombs and McManus was missing like 40-yarders.
Well, he was like, so Packers the past 2 weeks before that, they have a guy who the random free agent guy brought him up and he was killing it. He like made like 5 straight field goals.
Havrick, right? Or something like that.
The substitute teacher. They signed him to a practice squad, so he's like locked down. And Packers have a weird thing with like backups, like Malik Willis. They're just like keeping him forever. Like they just figure out how to get a guy who's going to be a good substitute. McManus was dealing with a quad injury, and you could kind of tell. I mean, the guy set the record at one point for like the longest field goal, I think, and then Prater, or like the other way around, like one or the other. But he's one of the best kickers of all time, and he clearly was pulling it like way too short for a lot of them. I don't know what was going on there, but then I think the momentum shifted. I think
halftime.
Yeah, great defense, offense. Jordan Love balling out.
What was it, 20-something?
20
exactly.
straight completions. 20 straight completions.
It was really making me mad, though, because some of his passes were like
yeah, listen. Okay, so, like, I used to be like, okay, it was like a little.
It's kind of stupid.
A little bit of chirping in the back of my mind. I was like, dude, a lot of these catches are like, I don't know why it's working, but it's kind of BS.
Like the one to
it's
Watson.
literally like the meme, fuck it, he's somewhere down
the one
there.
to Watson. And it's like
the one across the field.
The safety barely missed it, and the guy was on Watson too, but just
it
didn't make a play on the ball.
But it's just good. It's okay. So like,
it was like a perfect pass, but it's like
it's stupid. Enough, and it was like it's kind of like a.
He was throwing ducks, and they were just right there to catch them.
But that's kind of like he's done it too many times for me to be like. I think it's a random. Dude, I know who you're talking about. It was
in the middle or right of the field, or left maybe.
I can't remember.
But it was just like in the air forever. But there's just no Steelers guy to make a play.
Yeah, it's just how it's maybe
because usually you don't want the ball to hang.
No, you don't. And he has a good arm, so he can launch it. But those like random lobs that he gets are.
It is frustrating.
I
imagine.
I had doubt. Doubt. I'm fully convinced. Like there's something to it where it's knowing your think about it like knowing your personnel, knowing who the guy that's maybe the read was. It's like, okay, so the corner that's on Watson who's 6'5", fast.
It was a good first
small
game for
corner.
him.
Like like I can just lob it up like probably 50-50 ball. Like just get it over the safety. Maybe the corner is gonna trail.
Watson is
maybe
one of those guys.
There's like analytics in his mind where he's just not throwing it up to a guy that's just down the field because it just happens too often. Maybe he knows the mismatches and he just never speaks on it. Nobody talks about it. But it is crazy.
Yeah.
I do agree. It is frustrating to watch because I was like, dude, is
especially
Jordan Love
for the
actually
other team.
good? But like, yeah, I would freak out.
Yeah, if you were a Steelers fan, it's like, get the ball.
I mean, that's probably why so many fights broke out, dude. Did you see the Romeo Dobbs like twerking clip
in the middle of the fight?
It's stupid, but
yeah, the LaFleur. I saw an interview with Love talking about that past Watson. He had a pretty good breakdown about it, especially with the safety play. He kind of knew that the guy would bite down a little bit and the Watson would be open. And then they had an interview with LaFleur, I think yesterday, talking about the kicker stuff. He's like, I don't know, I don't talk to kickers, but I'm pretty sure he's good. This is like kind of funny, just because kicker their special teams. You know,
Everybody
LaFleur's an
hates them.
offensive
They
guy.
don't practice, dude.
Yeah, they don't really do much during the week. He's like, yeah, I don't know. You don't want to get into a kicker's head either,
Yeah.
especially after
It's
a
like, how
bad
are you doing? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm doing okay. And then you're just like, okay. Thinking you're like, am I good? Struggling. It's like, is my quad?
Yeah, I had Rodgers 3 touchdowns passing in that game, and he only had 2. My parlay would have hit if he just was a little better in the first half.
I didn't even make a parlay. I was too late. I started watching the game halfway through the first, and I just.
But yeah, it looks like
That Sunday
Parsons, he's kind of fully back now.
Yeah.
In terms of, well, we don't know, but it kind of seemed at the beginning of the year they're limiting his snaps. You didn't know if
Yeah.
his conditioning was completely back.
There's probably a lot of like chemistry too, you know, like for Sean Gary's popping
Learning the
off. So
plays.
you don't have to like depend. He's not the one guy, you know. They didn't, but now I love that he's the elephant roll or whatever like the Packers have, where he's just like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
up the middle. That's the up the middle. I think is where he got the sack, or that's the one where he like Rodgers felt him and just like chucked it.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm happy with it. From the beginning I didn't think it was a bad trade. Even though guarantee you like Jerry Jones paid for them to release like, oh, he has back problems. Like, okay,
Yeah,
sure, guy.
Sack this week, 3 sacks last week.
Yeah.
I think he's currently the favorite for defensive player of the year at like plus 150.
If he keeps going, let's just hope.
But yeah, Gary's having a good set of games too. I think that goes hand in hand with having such a good pass rusher on one side and like still a good one. But yeah, Gary 2 sacks, 1 sack last week. So kind of moving on to this week, we have some better games for sure. Still a lot of buys. 4 buys this week. It is because last week was buy-mageddon, 6 buys, so a little better, but still a few buys. Browns, Jets, Philly, Tampa Bay. So make sure you set your fantasy lineups. Some big hitters missing this week.
Who's playing tonight?
Yeah, starting off with tonight's game, we get Lamar Jackson back versus the Dolphins. The Ravens, they won versus the Bears last week, so I think they're 2-5 now. So this is like the run they have to make. Only need to win 3 in a row to get back to 500. In the AFC, you're gonna get a wild card spot. The AFC is pretty weak this year at the bottom.
Yeah.
So they play the Dolphins tonight, who are 2-6. It seems like the Stars.
The Dolphins lock in, dude.
Yeah, the Dolphins locked in last week. They played spoiler last week. I know the Falcons were -7, and the Ravens coming in tonight are -7.5. But yeah, I don't know. Derrick Henry.
I was just gonna say Derrick Henry
getting cold.
Hammer plus what? You say what? You think he's getting?
It's getting cold.
It's getting cold
outside.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
That's like the whole Henry thing.
Yeah. Hammer plus 100 yards or anytime score. Hammer that. That's good. This is gonna be his game. He used to have it against who? It was like
the Jags.
The Jags, where it's like basically the same
99-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of look ahead at the Ravens schedule with you real quick. We can do the next 5 weeks, including this week. So they're 2-5 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Next 5 weeks. So they play the Dolphins tonight.
Dub.
Kind of think that's a win.
3-5.
Vikings next week.
Dub.
JJ McCarthy's back. We kind of don't know how that's going to go.
4-5.
They play after the Vikings. They play the Browns.
5-5.
Which is like dumpster fire.
No.
After the Browns, they play the Jets.
Oh my God, dude! 6-5.
Yeah,
they have
the Jets at home, which is like they're not on MetLife,
Yeah, then nobody's gonna die.
And then they play the Bengals.
And Burrow will be back though.
I don't think so.
You don't think Burrow's back then? What's his injury? Is it still turf toe?
Turf toe, but it's like the worst turf toe ever, apparently.
Oh my God! Can you just like give it like a
real if he comes back, he's gonna come back like week 16, like 15.
Sick, dude! Just in time to miss playoffs.
So that's like 7-5, and then Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, Packers, Steelers. So they have a little tougher to end the year, but this is like the perfect set of games to get Lamar back, and like not necessarily like you need him to Superman. You can kind of ease him back in. Mm-hmm. Kind of you don't need him to run around, or in the pocket. kind of just running the ball with Henry, get him some screens, some good, intermediate throws. Quick stuff, though, because you don't want him to, like, have to freak out and pull his hammy again. Because that's like the hammy. Once you, like, re-pull it.
Going, and then you got to miss, like, 6 months of just, like, walking
It's,
around.
like, worse each time, yeah. And it's, like, you can't do anything with the hammy.
No.
I know Jaden Daniels pulled his, too, but his is way minor. He was jumping around on the sideline, Monday Night Football smiling. I think he will be back this week. But, yeah, if you're a Ravens fan, definitely – can be optimistic, and if you have Lamar in your fantasy team, definitely suit him up, throw him in there. It's going to be a pretty good stretch for him. The only defense is really the Browns, but as we saw with the Pats, they're kind of exploitable. Garrett did have 5 sacks, though. Just insanity.
You got Derrick Henry straight.
Yeah. It's just sad for Garrett to be on that shitty team.
Everybody says that,
but he did. He was
freaking out. It's like, dude, you got all
Bills,
the money. It's like, bro, you could have just gone like made 4 less of the money and then like gone to a contender or just a team that can play football.
Yeah,
that has a quarterback.
So like we said, Jaden Daniels coming back with the hammy as well. Only missed 1 week, so he practiced in full yesterday. They say he's going to practice fully all week, so hopefully that's not going to linger as well. They have kind of a tougher matchup in the Seahawks on Sunday Night Football. So Darnold versus Daniels. Right now, the Seahawks are 2.5-point favorites on the road in Washington. I think that one's going to be kind of a defensive matchup. I think it's going to be kind of low scoring from both sides. Seahawks kind of have a good D. Commanders' D is not that great, but they have they're kind of feisty, if that makes sense.
Bobby Wagner.
He's really washed, but
Lattimore,
he's washed too. But their young guys are pretty good. It just sucks that they had made these moves for the older guys because they kind of don't have much else. Lattimore did have the pick though last week, which is kind of crazy. That Monday Night Football game started. It was like Mariota pick, Mahomes pick, Mariota pick, Mahomes pick.
Not even gonna. We don't need to cover that either.
Well, yeah, we passed it already. But yeah, it's an interesting matchup for this week, especially with Daniels back. But it's hard for me to say. The Seahawks are kind of like a house right now, especially with JSN, Darnold coming off the bye. Do you think there's any chance for an upset yourself?
I forgot they're coming off a bye.
Yeah,
because I have JSN in one of my leagues. I think there is a chance for an upset if Terry plays. He's not playing.
He's out already.
It's done.
GG's
no Reese. Bill is playing like shit.
Yeah.
But
Terry missed 5 weeks with a quad. Now he's just going to miss way more. Same quad, too.
Yeah, it's done. Seahawks.
But they have Debo, but he's all right.
He's a utility player, but he's not going to change the game.
Terry was making some crazy plays.
Yeah, he was balling. That was crazy. I was like, I made that guy.
That was the Jordan Love pass was that Mariota touchdown.
Oh, yeah. The touchdown.
Just threw it. Kind of moving on. Tyler Shook, getting his first start with the Saints this week. They benched Rattler halfway through the game last week. Kind of the same player. Low-key, they're not really mobile QBs.
Just older.
Yeah, Shuck is a year older than Rattler, even though Rattler's been in the league for a year. This is Rattler's second year, Shuck's first year. Not really a lot to talk about. Just kind of
probably not gonna watch that game. I'll be real.
The Rams are the biggest favorite on the week on 14.5 points.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, the one thing I did want to talk about though is we kind of saw it with Dart earlier in the year. Teams aren't really waiting per se to start, in a favorable matchup. Shuck, the Rams D is probably going to destroy it. Do you have any thoughts on that? Let me see who the Saints play next week.
I'm not sure what your question is, but you can.
The Saints play the Panthers next week.
Okay.
So do you think it's valuable to just throw the rookie out there versus a hard defense, or for his first start to be versus the Panthers, where it's going to be a lot easier than versus the Broncos?
Okay, so depends on their commitment on the players. So if they're gonna still try and figure out if it's gonna be Rattler or him, after the Rams matchup. So obviously when he gets
So they said Shuck is starting the
rest of the season, might as well have him face a good defense, get fucked up, maybe have some shining moments, you know. Because otherwise it's like the only like the worst way to do it is like when they put a new guy in, he sucks. Clearly he's definitely gonna suck. And then you like bench him, and then the other guy comes in.
No, it's
you
not
know?
like
if he's
Tommy
gonna be the starter
DeVito.
the rest of the season, yeah, might as well just test it out. Test out both. Test out. You got Rams and you got Panthers. Might as well. Like why?
Yeah, we have a Saints fan in our league. He said, "Fuck them both. Start Taysom Hill for the vibes."
True. Honestly.
If you're trying to win games, but I guess the Saints don't got a lot going for them. Might as well see what you got in your guy.
Yeah.
So I just something I was thinking about. Just because, there's a lot of variance in NFL defenses, you know, like trying to like get a good game or see the field better.
If you're gonna be that guy, you might as well. Gotta get used to like just getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Or like
the Jaden Daniels stuff to bring him back up. Have you know what he does with the VR?
The training.
Yeah, where he goes at 1.5 speed. That's something interesting. It's not the same, obviously, but pretty cool idea. Then I think we just have the game of the week. There's one more game after that, but game of the week this week: Bills Chiefs. Chiefs 5-3, Bills 5-2. Kind of have this game every year, or usually twice a year. Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. Before I go, I want to hear your thoughts on the game, if any.
I think this is going to decide the AFC champion. This is like a precursor. Chiefs are on a roll. Even they're still doing the thing where they're like, oh, it's going to be close. No, it's not. And then they just lock in. Bills are at a moment of kind of just keeping the momentum. Beating the Panthers doesn't really mean anything to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
You should have beat the Panthers.
So this is going to decide their trajectory, how they perform. I think it's going to be a competitive game both ways. It's really hard to tell who's going to win that. I think that I see the Bills using like just the team, like they're enough of a team interpersonally, so like they're like a better unit. So if they can rally together, they can outperform the Chiefs. The Chiefs, on the other hand, are a way better coached unit, in my opinion. So like I think that's where they might outshine them, especially with the momentum. They got Rashee Rice. And he's got touchdowns in every game so far. So like, it's just gonna be one or the other. I think it's whichever team is down early, whichever team is down. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's hard to explain. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's such an even. To me, it's like pretty even, but I don't. It just depends on who plays better.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that's why I wanted you to go first, because I don't think this game means anything at all. Every year we see it. The Bills more often than not beat the Chiefs in the regular season, and then the Chiefs come and just fuck the Bills in the playoffs every year.
Maybe I didn't mean it specifically for the matchup later on in the season between the two. I meant like just like this is the.
Well, I'm saying in this like if the Bills win, it doesn't move me at all, because the Bills have beaten the Chiefs more often than not in the regular season. And I've seen them get fucking destroyed in the playoffs. Like last year, the year before that, I think 4 out of the 5 years past, the Chiefs have eliminated the Bills.
Yeah.
And it's like this is like the Bills' worst team in terms of offense that we've had.
Definitely.
And it's like if we don't play with the lead and run the ball, we're probably gonna lose, because like guys can't really get open. So yeah, like I do agree with the sentiment. Like, yeah, if the Bills are winning, if they take the lead into halftime and they run the ball, I don't think the Chiefs can keep up with James Cook and the O-line. But yeah, if the Bills are behind, it's going to be kind of ugly.
That's what I was kind of thinking. I'm like, if the Chiefs go into halftime winning, I think, like, I don't think it's going to be by, like, it's not going to be by like 3 points. It's going to be like by like 17 points, and it's going to be significant, and it's going to carry over into the second half.
Low key, this is maybe just like bad thinking, but I don't want the Bills to win, because I want the Bills to make a move at the deadline or before the deadline
Get Waddle.
for a wide receiver or, defensive tackle or safety. And I think if they win, it justifies in the front office GM coach is like, oh, we do have a good team. Where it's like, no, there's obvious even in the Panthers game, you could see some plays. It's like no one's getting open. Josh Allen's
couldn't name
running
a single receiver besides Shakir, and that's he hasn't done anything.
He had a good game last week, but that was like his first really good game this year. Last year he had a lot of good games. Keon Coleman, second year, like kind of just butt. Steve Smith called him out yesterday, saying he's like ass basically. We have Josh Palmer, who is a Chargers reject. Kincaid's our best, pretty much our best wide receiver, and he's like on and off hurt. Yeah. So it's like definitely. We'll be right back. We're back.
We back.
Kind of just following up. I found the Steve Smith quote on Keon Coleman. He said, "He ain't the guy, can't get separation, can't get off the jam, doesn't have it. You can't teach a dog how to bark. You either got it or you don't." That's kind of hardcore on a second-year guy, but it's kind of true, especially I think he got suspended, like team suspension, first quarter one game for like being late to practice and stuff, which you can't really do that. But that being said, it's not like I'm going to root against. Obviously, I want the Bills to win the game, get the best record possible. But still, hopefully they don't take it the wrong way, would more so my point, because there's definitely moves to be made at the deadline for just like a deep threat or, defensive piece.
The stupid thing is this year is like the only year where it's like there's not a clear team that's shopping their players or selling their players, Like every headline I see that's like teams are entertaining trading Breece Hall, and then it would be like, let's hypothetically, like the Jets will come out 2 weeks later and be like, no, 5 first-round picks.
Yeah, it's like
it's just
games. It's like they want. Well, it's like first of all, it's like if you trade before the deadline, you obviously get more games out of a player, but that means the price is probably gonna be higher, and you can obviously tell who's on which side, of their team. Because, Jets are shopping Breece Hall, but the price tag is too high. That's, obviously leaking from, the Chiefs or something. Yeah. It's always funny to watch the media.
But this is the year. I
games.
think, the good teams they got all their pieces. Like, the really good teams.
There's, teams like the Jets, the Dolphins, the Saints.
But the bad teams have, one good piece. And that's the piece everybody wants, and they're not willing to get rid of it. You know what I mean? Like, the Dolphins with
I wouldn't trade Waddle. I wouldn't trade Olave.
I wouldn't trade Breece. If you got
I don't know. Running backs are different. Especially they have the guy Isaiah Davis who's popping off.
I guess they got Braylon Allen, too.
Especially if you're, shit. Like, the Saints might as well fire off some pieces. The Jets, Dolphins, they were good not that long ago. It's just kind of an unfortunate ending to that saga.
So that's a team that I would, because they have A-Chan. They still have enough. They have enough juice to where they could get rid of somebody and get a first rounder. Waddle is worth to me
I'd give
second or first.
I'd give first for Waddle for sure.
But
he's young too.
Exactly.
And his deal is decent.
So things like this, maybe the only team, but besides that, the Jets make sense why they don't want to get rid of somebody good. Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall.
I'd take Garrett Wilson too.
I wouldn't. I don't know. He's just. I don't really see much evolution in his game. He seems very predictable. This year, he just looks like
he's not.
People are locking him down. He doesn't have a thing.
He's not CD, but he's solid.
Yeah, but he's. I don't know. It's the eye test for me.
It's Surtain will lock him down. He locks down most guys, but I don't know. He's solid.
And maybe it's just the quarterback play. It makes it easier to get locked down.
He did good with Rodgers last year, and Adams. They both were top PPR wide receivers. Maybe top 15.
Adams is doing decent. I like that. Maybe happy.
The last game we kind of want to touch on Colts Steelers. Steelers 2 games in a row they've lost. starting to look like 3. They're 4-3. Colts are 7-1. I don't know who would have said that before the season. But it doesn't seem like a lot of hope for this game. Even though the spread is kind of soft, 3.5 point spread. Seems like bait, low key.
Yeah, just don't bet on that game, honestly.
Because why the Steelers have not been playing good. I mean, I wouldn't say.
The Jets
been
dropped
okay.
40 on them, right? Like, it was like
Their defense, is not
anything is possible.
Steel curtain.
I mean, I guess like just looking back at the last week, I don't think the Packers didn't run the ball all over them. It was a receiving game. Colts have enough the receiving game for it, but also like Jonathan Taylor. My thing, actually,
Colts O-line.
This is my hot take, and let me know if you agree. Jonathan Taylor, every single time I turn on the TV, is like, it's like a huge play every time. It's like a big chunk, but otherwise it's not. Like, there's no middle ground. He's not a guy that's going to get you 5 yards. He's a guy that's going to get you 10 or 1.
50 yards.
Or 50. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't. Maybe just because I'm not watching Colts games, could just be ignorance. That's why it's a hot take. I don't care. But I feel like you can slow, like, if you
6 yards per carry, 106 yards a game.
Yeah, but that's average. I mean, it's not like he's
I'm
average.
Just saying, yeah.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like, you never see him get you never see him get stuffed and like fall for 2, or like it's a dive.
Their O-line
and the linebacker, exactly. So like, I don't.
Do you think the Colts are the best team in the NFL? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Top 5 in record is Colts, Packers, Patriots, Eagles.
Colts
Broncos.
are on the same level as the Seahawks, in my eyes, where it's you have really like the quarterback's good. Obviously, Seahawks have a worse running back, but the Seahawks have JSN. It's like all the little components have to be good enough in the middle to where it works.
You could do the same game with the Ravens with the Colts. Looking at the rest of the year for the Colts, obviously this week they have the Steelers, Falcons, bye week, Chiefs, Texans, Jags, Seahawks, 49ers, Jags, Texans.
That's tough. That's not like obviously, like, we'll see how
a lot of that's
that's a pretty
Texans twice, Jags twice, Chiefs.
I wouldn't consider Jackson
49ers.
like guaranteed wins, but like we'll see where they are at the end of the season.
I don't know. It's hard not to say like 13-4.
Yeah, no. Well, they'll finish with the best record. I just don't know if they.
You think they'll finish with the best record? It's just like I don't see how they lose.
The second best record is the Packers. Is 5-1-1.
The only way they lose the game, I feel like, is if it's just like
they
Daniel
shut down the run.
Jones just doing dumb shit.
No, shut down the run. If I can imagine the Steelers, if they can get a good blitz package, or just a team that has good blitzing, like the Bills. Bills blitz well, right?
Yeah, this year they've been good.
So it's somebody where they can shut down at least some, like, stuff the run.
Let me see what
and also pressure the quarterback. Because, I mean, like, Michael Pittman, whatever, Josh Downs, yes, you have options, but those options aren't, like, so spectacular to where if there's pressure on the quarterback and the running game, you can kind of shut it down. But, like, again, all the plays I've seen from Jonathan Taylor is, like, perfect blocking. And it's the linebackers hesitating because they're in pass coverage. A lot of it is, like, downfield blocking. Like, it's not
Taylor's worst rushing game is 66 yards. But he had 3 touchdowns versus the Raiders. They won 40-6. Second worst is the first game of the year. He had 71 yards versus the Dolphins.
How many carries?
18 in both games.
Yeah. So, like,
fair
enough. In fantasy, that looks good. But, like, think about it. Like, a 70-yard rusher in a game on 18 carries is not great. Obviously, they won those games.
Oh yeah,
but no,
I'm saying, still like
I'm saying put pressure on a guy.
4 yards a carry. It's not like bad.
It's not, but I'm saying, like, if they can figure out how to, like, keep that, let Jalen Ramsey play the Steelers, like, let him just do his thing, shut down like one of the guys, and then just maintain pressure on Daniel Jones where he has to make, like you said, erratic decisions.
That's like the only way I could see.
It has to be a perfect game, but I think it's doable if you just minimize like one of the risks. Just make them not run.
And their defense is good. Like, not good, but solid.
You said they have the lead sack leader. Well, obviously Myles Garrett now, probably.
Let me see. They had they had a guy that was up there. Let me see who it is.
Yeah. It's tough. Like every other week, there's a guy getting like Micah Parsons got 3.
Burns and Garrett are first with 10.
Dude,
Brian
Miles
Burns
Garrett got half of his sacks
in one
one game. Where do you get that incentive?
Gary 7.5, Parsons 6.5.
No.
Benito, my
Same
guy,
with
has
Micah
8.
Parsons got half of his in one game. But he doesn't really play. Benito was number 1, but now he's not. That's the guy I was thinking of.
Yeah, he's still got 8. He's still my dark horse defensive player of the year. It does look like it's going to be one of Parsons, Hutchinson, who got the fat contract.
And what do you get? I saw there was
You got
4
Mahomes
years.
money. It's 4 over 180, or 180 over 4. Sheesh. They paid all their guys in Detroit. It's $45 a year.
How does that work?
Salary cap isn't real.
Yeah, it's not, but only for the Panthers. It's only real
Well,
for
it's
the
like,
Panthers.
yeah, people want to have to play for you.
Yeah.
Getting in some hot take territory. Are you going to the bathroom? Oh, okay. Whew, you never know.
How many times is that? 4?
I don't know. It's up there. Tied or is the records? I'm going to go starting with tonight's game. Really like Bateman for a touchdown. Always feels like Lamar and Bateman get a random deep ball at some point during the year. And, Lamar's been out. So I think they get back to their connection this week. Sneaky one would be Malik Washington for the Dolphins. He's just kind of like their gadget dude. It all depends on, like, he just has to bust like an 80-yard end around or something. But those are like plus 300 for Bateman, plus 340 for Washington. So pretty good odds, I think. I think tonight's game is going to be like a pretty, like a, I don't know. You always think, like I thought last week would be pretty high scoring. And it did go over, but it was not the way you thought.
Yeah.
But tonight, both defenses are pretty fucking trash.
Oh, speaking of over, sorry, I had to bring this up. Do you hear Al Michaels? He was like, this game looks to be over after this kick.
He's like
was
the gambling degenerate.
Yeah, but he just couldn't, like, he wasn't going to say it. And the other guy was just like, all right. And then they made the field goal, and he was like, it's over for a lot of folks. I bet a lot of folks are ecstatic. The game is over. After talking about kickers hitting, like, the camera lines.
Yeah, he got in trouble for that.
No.
He's like, the NFL's like, no, it didn't.
The fact that NFL is like, no, like, just take that one off the record.
Like,
Keep the score. Who
they
cares?
told him it did hit the cable, and they were going to take it off this record, but then they're like, actually, never mind.
Nah, it's optical illusion, dude. It only
Which is like, you
the
can literally
string.
see the ball like fucking go psycho.
I mean, obviously, it's like kind of like a limp wire. Like, it's not going to be like drop, but like, come on.
Yeah,
they're
what?
Like, nah.
Who was it?
It's the same kicker as Boswell, I'm pretty sure, wasn't it?
It was Fields. He threw the pass, and the ball hit the camera, remember?
No.
It was versus the Cowboys. He threw it, and it hit like a D-line in the helmet, so it went fucking straight up, and it like nuked the ground because it hit the camera.
Right.
Yeah, the spider cam is cool, but not if it
affects the do it higher up. What are you doing? Like, there's a million cameras. Whatever. My hot take for tonight's game, Derrick Henry. I agree with the Bateman. I would just parlay Bateman anytime and Derrick Henry anytime. I feel like those usually happen together. Like in my brain, for whatever reason, that makes sense. I'm probably going to make that bet when we're done with this. But,
yeah.
And then
Henry's just
honestly,
like always
hit the trio. Lamar, Henry.
I don't know.
Bateman.
I think Lamar is just going to like.
What's the odds of that? Are you on looking up? See if you parlay those 3 anytime. Like, there's got to be like the top 3 anytimes anyway.
Plus 1,700.
No, it's not even that good.
But because Derrick Henry's always he is minus 250 for anytime.
Stupid.
Stupid odds.
Yeah.
Another one.
Then two touchdowns.
Plus 100. We talked about Bijan earlier getting locked up. They have a tough game versus the Pats this week. The Falcons. I'm still gonna hammer Bijan bounce back.
Oh.
I don't know a crazy game, but like 80 plus scrimmage yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Just because Michael Penix will be back. Not that that's like huge for them. But
it's mobility. I mean, it's just like it's a read option offense. So yeah, and do-rag.
That's the funniest memes. Is like Michael Penix throws a pick, and he's like I wonder what he's like looking at do-rags on the iPad, what do-rag he's gonna wear tomorrow. Oh man, NFL memes
they're getting so
funniest.
good. They're actually really fun. You don't need Barry anymore. It's like they just
Yeah,
make
Barry used to
themselves.
be like the prototype, but now it's just like
Everybody
the
can
most
make 'em.
degenerate people have found the internet.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think I had one more hot take for you guys.
The do-rag thing, I honestly had me like laughing out loud when I saw that. What's he looking on his iPhone?
Yeah. Packers, Panthers. I don't know if you saw, but finally, Canales said that Dowdle will be like the full-time starter.
Yeah.
And
We're
Chuba
gonna
will
ride the
be
hot hand. Or
more of
whatever.
a backup. I said it last week. You're stupid if you didn't. You can just watch the game and see Chuba's like he's all right, but Dowdle's like fucking going ballistic.
Yeah, he's very explosive. Chuba is he's just like I feel like he's the third down back now, like for sure. Like he's just a bigger guy.
So hot take in that game, Dowdle touchdown, 80 plus scrimmage yards. I'm gonna go super crazy. Say Panthers cover 14.5.
Packers play down. I agree with that. They do play down, but they didn't play down.
I don't know. My thinking is everyone's off the Panthers now. They got shitted on by the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The way I usually like to zag people, that's just how especially with Vegas.
Yeah. You gotta.
14.5 is like a lot of points, but
Dude,
it's a lot.
What game was I watching? What was the Monday night game?
Commanders, Chiefs.
I think I think the Chiefs started. The line was 11.5, obviously minus Chiefs towards the Chiefs. As soon as the Commanders got the ball, 6. Like it literally got cut out. I was like, what the hell?
Game where
But it was at the beginning, like
Debo,
literally the beginning. Like
they,
it wasn't.
They
even
got to the red zone and Debo dropped a pass to a pick and it was fucked.
Yeah. But I was like, damn. Okay. For the Packers, I mean, let's just keep going. Everything's working right. Tucker Kraft, 4+.
He's just insane.
I think this is the game Josh Jacobs comes back again.
Yeah, he said he's still nursing the calf. I know he's limited yesterday in practice, but it never really has stopped him in
He
terms
didn't stop
of
him the first game back.
missing a game.
But I think this is the one where it's like hot take. Not even a hot take, just a take. Matthew Golden, first touchdown.
He's so bad.
First touchdown. He's not even bad. They just give him like the most like just. Oh, it's
That's like a
it's
flaming
flat routes
hot
and
take.
Screens.
It's a super hot take.
First touchdown.
It's gonna be
Matthew
like plus
Golden.
1,000.
Yeah, bet it. Put 1,000 on it.
Especially
Make
now that
$1 million.
Watson's back.
Yeah, but that opens it up a little bit. They just don't give him. I don't know.
Watson's like what they wanted him to be, but they just love Watson.
But Watson's just bigger. It's just a bigger target. This guy's supposed to be the jet sweep guy. He's supposed to be Tyreek. He's supposed to be Jaden Reed. But we already had a Jaden Reed, but he's just hurt. Well, not hurt. He broke his collarbone. He's coming back in like 4 weeks.
Anyway, gotta poop.
All right.
Hopefully we had some hot takes for you guys.
Yeah, Tom Aspinall's a
Unless
bitch.
you agree. Yeah, he's a bitch.